Hello, Nevis here. I'm going to show my colleague teachers how to correct an essay in the classroom. So this is an essay that was an activity given to, in this case, one student, which was myself. So I'm going to go and have a look at the handed in work by clicking here, and I'm going here to my student account, and the work has been handed in. I can see it's been handed in over here, and I would have obviously more students here, but this, as I said, is just a test. So I'm going to go and open the Google Docs and show how we would be doing a correction online. So when I click on the student work, this is what I see. I see this layout. Let me go down. I know I wrote it on the second page. Here we go. So before I begin correcting, there are a few things that I can do to make my life a little bit easier. First of all, I can hide this right sidebar by just clicking on this little arrow down the bottom, and it actually says hide side panel. So that's what I'm going to do for the moment. Hide the side panel, and immediately I have more room. The other thing that I want to do is I can also open this up, and it shows all the the whole toolbar up here that I may not see if I want to see the rest of the toolbar. I don't really need it at the moment, so I'm just going to hide it again. Okay. The other thing I want to check is on the mode of correcting. So there are three modes. One is editing. Now if I edit, it will edit the document directly, which means that anything I do on the document will change the document, and the student won't know exactly what I've done unless they go into the version history and have a look. The other one is suggesting, and this is the one that I recommend using because all the corrections will show up on the student side. So, and then there's viewing where you can only read or print the document. Anyway, suggesting is the one we want to do now. So make sure for my Italian colleagues, it won't say suggesting, it will say it in Italian, and I think that's suggerimento. So just click on that one, just make sure it's the middle one, or the one that looks like it's got a pen and paper. So here I am in the document. The first thing I see are the red underlines. The red underlines are really easy to correct because it gives me a spelling error, so I can just click on it and watch what happens. Immediately, it's given me the correction. The student will see this in red. We're looking at it in green on the teacher's view. The student will actually then see it in red. It also comes up as a comment on the paper. So the student will also be able to see the comment that abroad was replaced with abroad. Okay, so, and they can see that after, okay, as well as seeing it on here. Now, just say, for example, we don't want the student to start with the word many. We can also just add a comment and say, okay, so we can write any comment we want, and they'll see that. And we don't necessarily need to mark that as a mistake. If we don't want to, we can just leave it. And we'll just go on through the document looking at if there are any other mistakes. If, again, we have another red underline, just correct that. Now, I like to put a space in there just to not have them stuck together. Again, another one, opportunities. But maybe this is meant to be, is a really big opportunity. So we'll undo that. We just want to correct the S. There we go, cancel, because it's just opportunity that we want, okay, not opportunities. Let's go down, and here we have a blue underline. The blue underline is giving us a grammar mistake. And again, Google is helping us here. We can just click on miss the food and accept it. I apologise for my assistant speaking there. Here's another blue one, and again we can just correct that again. Okay, so The student has also written the word count. The question was a 150 word essay. That was the topic. So 165, that's acceptable to me. That will depend on you. Now, if the student hasn't put in the word count and we want to know how long the word count is, all we need to do is select the writing, and we need tools which are not listed here. So we can either have a look here, no, click on this, and we'll go into tools and click on word count. And it's telling me 171 because I've just made some corrections, and that'll be up to me whether to accept or not. So nowadays we really do accept, as long as the conversation or the discussion in the essay is well presented. Okay, that's about it. So once I've done that and I'm happy with everything and I've got a mark, I can make comments down here, so I can add like now I've made a comment, and I can also put that comment. I don't really like writing the comments here, but there are some times when you need to write the comments there. I like to write them in the side panel in the private comments over here. So I'm just going to copy that and pop it in there. And that way the student will get that also as a private comment, rather than have to open the document every time. Now I'm ready to mark the student and just say this is an 8, and there it is, there's the mark. Now that'll be a draft until I actually return it to the student, so I can actually return it from this area up here. Now if I wanted to see if there were any other students, I would just go down the list here, but no other students in this class have submitted, because it was only really done for one student. So I'm going to return this to the student, and it's telling me that the student will be notified and will be able to check any marks I've left, in this case 8 out of 10. Return. That's it. Now I can go back, just go back to the classroom, and there it is there. Now it's still saying draft, but there, it just took a minute for that to go, half a second, sorry, for that to go and become absolute. So now the student will be able to see that. And that's all there is to it. That's how easy it is to correct an essay in Google Docs. Obviously, if they send you a photograph, that's no good, because correcting a photograph is quite hard. So I really insist on the students writing in Google Docs if it's a writing activity. So much easier for us teachers to correct. Well, that's it from me. So if you have any more questions, please let me know below this video, and I will try and answer them as soon as I possibly can. Bye for now.